Hi, Stella. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Very well, very well. All right. So I'm gonna actually share my screen.
Okay.
Can you see my screen? Can you see the
Yeah, it's
bright
coming up.
left?
Okay.
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 All right. Perfect. All right. So tell me, what is it that? Where do you want to start? What are the things that you feel comfortable with? What do you not know? What do you need us to go over? I'm assuming the first thing is probably buyer representation, but you go on. Tell me. Tell me.
Okay. So, like, this is Bright MLS, right? So I'm able to, I'm able to do search, and I put the city that I'm looking for.
Do you know how to? Let's say a client says to you, "I want you to send me properties in Bowie and Upper Marlboro in a price range."
And if I want to set it, how much?
No, it doesn't have to be a price. I just want to know: do you know how to do it, or do you need me to show you?
Yeah. So I go to well, you already have the search page open, so I just put like Bowie in here. Or if he wants to be specific on zip code, then I can use the zip codes. And then for the price, let's say he says 100,000 or 50,000 to 200. So I put 50 to 200 here, you know, and then if it's single family, whatever he's looking for, townhomes and all that.
So you do know how to do that. You do know how to do that.
Yeah.
Do you know how to continue to send automated searches to a client?
Automated, okay. Like the search just sends to him? Yeah, no,
let me show you.
I'm not, okay.
All right, so this is what you want to do. A client says to me, okay, Jimmy, I'm looking for properties in Bowie.
Yeah.
You can see my screen, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so I type in Bowie.
Yeah.
And they also want someone in, say, Lanham.
Okay.
I put that in there.
Okay.
So those are the two areas that they say they were interested in.
Yeah.
And they're looking for single family homes. They're looking for minimum 3 bedrooms. So part of my buyer representation is this. I find out from the client what they're looking for, what are the most important things to them. So I ask them in our conversation, what are your must-haves? What are the things that you I want you to give me your top 3, 5 must-haves.
Okay.
So if this is me, must be a minimum of 3 bedrooms, so I do 3 bedrooms minimum. Right over there, I do how many bathrooms do you want? I want two minimum. I put that in there. Then, if they're looking for single family home, I do fee simple. Okay. Let's say they're looking for single family homes as well as townhomes and condos.
Yeah.
I'll select it here. Now, I don't know if you know how to do this, but the trick, if you want to see, because if I select that, fee simple is gone. If I do that, you know, so do you know how to select multiple?
I think you do shift and pick them or something like that.
No, you do control. You click
control,
on, you hold on to control.
Yeah.
And you click on condominium.
Yeah.
And, you know, if that's what they want, they do that. Now, if they on the structure type, I select detached, twin, and you know, interior or townhouse. So you select all of that. Those are the things that are important that I'll say based on what they say to me. If they say I want something, it must have a basement. If it doesn't have one, I'm not interested. Then I go to basement. I select yes. At times, I will not select that because some homes will have a basement type in a townhome, but because they're entry level, they will. If I select basement, that is going to remove that property.
It's going to remove it. Okay. Okay. Okay.
If they're not looking for senior community property, I click no.
Okay.
If they don't want a new option, if you don't want to, I click no.
Okay, so that will reduce the. Okay, that makes sense.
Correct.
Because I used to just leave those alone. Okay.
Yes. as you can see it right now at the bottom here, it says 35 matches.
Yeah.
But now if I go back up here and they say to me, I don't want to spend more than $400,000, then
Yeah.
I could go a range of 200 to 400. You know, if they're saying to
Okay.
me, I don't want, if they say the maximum I want to do is, you know, a certain dollar amount, then I go over there. At times, I'll go maybe $5,000 over or $10,000 over,
Yeah.
because it just gives them a few more selections. Normally,
Yes.
I would do that in the buyer's market. In a seller's market is a little bit harder to do, because if you do that, some client in their mind, because you haven't, you know, depends on, especially if they're first-time home buyers, they might actually be thinking that they're going to beat someone down on price. So it might be hard for you if you go over. So just keep it exactly where they want, you know, 400,000, just for that purpose only. Now is reduced it to 18 properties. So the next thing I do is I click on results. Then it shows me all of these properties that is available. The way I have my MLS set up, it tells me, and you can change all of this. You can make it, you know, include more or less. You can always change those things. But so I go right here. So I see what I'm looking for. You with me? Now, because the client says to me, I'm going to send this to you so that you can see what it looks like. So I'll select everything from the top, right? Then I'm going to put this in a new cart, okay? Because you're not in my contact here, I'm going to create a new cart. And so we're doing it as you're a new client, you're telling me this is what you want. So I'm going to open a new cart. I'm going to give the cart a name. I'm just going to say Bowie buyer or something. Just give them a unique name, something that, you know, you can use to identify that, or that you can always even go back to if you have other clients that is looking for something similar. Then I'm going to create the contact right here. So I'm going to say Miss. I'm going to call them buyer. Okay. Or I'm going to call them buyer and seller. It doesn't matter. I'm going to say Stellar, because I'm going to send this to you. I'm going to say last name. I'm just going to say testing. Okay. So that way you know when this, because I'm going to set this up as a recurring, and I can cancel it for you, so you don't, you don't keep getting this all the time. So it's going to ask for email. What email address do you want me to send it to? Hello, Stella? Hello?
Sorry, I didn't know I was on mute. Yeah, Stella OB1. Yeah, Stella OB1 at hotmail.com.
Okay. So we're going to send this to that. It's going to ask for the client's cell phone number. Don't worry, we're just going to use a generic number, because no one's. So now I've created this for you, so you save it, okay? And you can see at the bottom here, it says select cart. So it already has your name, Stellar Testing, right? I've selected it, so it's got all the 18 properties in there. So the next thing I do, now that everything is in there, I go to save. If I click on save, you see right at the bottom, it says new auto email. I click on the new auto email, and it's going to automatically start sending the email to you. I select the client. So I'm looking for Stellar Testing, because I want you to get this, like I said. So I'm going to send it to you. Where are you? There you are. If you want to copy other people, you want to send it to multiple emails, you can put it right there. Subject, your Bowie Homes. I do it like that. Then I come down and I say, enable concierge. If you enable the concierge mode, every single time properties come up, it alerts you, it sends it to you, then you have to come back into your MLS to actually send that property to the client. If you don't want to do that, you can remove that and you can just automatically send it, okay? But it gives me control, it lets me know what I'm doing and know if a client is actually opening it. That's why I do enable concierge. I always remove the show the reverse prospecting because I don't want the other agent calling my clients. So once you do that, then you click on save and go to approvals and everything shows up. This is what it's going to look like. And you can just approve all of it. I've approved every single thing and you're going to get that email. Boom. So it's going to show up in your email and your client is going to get it. Just like that, you become a client, you're going to receive that. And then your client can go in there and start searching. It would alert you and let you know that they actually do go in there. So if you have it set up like that. So that's how you set up a recurring property search for your client. So that way you don't have to keep going there all the time to do it. It's done that way for you and it's easy because the only thing you will have to do, like I said, is it's going to alert you. And then all you have to do is you have to come back into your MLS. And if you have one, it's going to be right up here in the red corner. It's just going to say to you that you have properties. It's going to list all of it that you need to click and approve so that the client can get it. Okay. So that's how you set up an auto search. Now, let's go and show you how do you get your documents? Because you were asking me, how do I get my documents? You know, if a client is saying to me, well, if I want to get a client signed up, right? Can you see my new screen? Can you see this screen that has transactions on there? Can you see, Stella, can you see my screen?
I can see your screen, sorry.
So you can see this screen that has property and names and stuff on there.
Yes.
Okay. So do you have your zip form set up?
I don't think I have the zip form.
So where are you getting all your forms right now?
Right now, well, with the company I was using before, he had some forms saved up, so and I used those.
Okay.
And then from the PJ Car.
Yeah. Okay, just to let you know, you have Bright MLS, right?
Yeah, I have Bright MLS.
If you have Bright MLS, you have zip forms. It's part of you do have it. It's free. So
okay,
let's get you in there. Actually, the best thing to do at this point is let's get you in there so you can actually set up your zip forms because this is where you're going to be getting your form.
Okay.
So, let me see. I think if you go to, let me see. I'm not sure if it's here on Bright MLS because I set mine up a long time ago. So market research.
If that's okay, I'm just gonna try to get it out.
I'm not actually sure where it is, but let's do this. So open up a browser and I'll just walk you through. Open up a browser and type in zip form. Just type in zipform.com.
Oh, okay. Go to Bright MLS and open the browser or just any browser?
No. Open a new browser. Just open a new browser altogether.
Okay. Okay. So zip forms. There's zip forms online. There's zip form plus. I think it's the plus.
Zipformsplus.com.
Okay. It's coming up.
Once you're in there.
Yeah.
Tell me what you see once you click on that.
Okay, I see transactions, zip form edition, enter your username and password.
Perfect. So you have to create one because you don't have one. So at the bottom, it should say something like sign in with your NAR.realtor. Do you have that?
Okay. Yeah, I see it.
Do you have, okay, click on the blue button.
Okay.
Because that's how you're going to have to set yourself up.
Okay.
It's going to ask for your NERDS number and stuff.
Oh God, if I still remember. I don't remember what my, so I am a member of PJ Car. Is that the same one or this is different?
No. Did you subscribe to the NAR? Are you a member of the National Association of Realtors?
I know I was, because I haven't really done this in a long time. I don't think I can. Yeah.
If you're a member of the NAR, if you're a member of the National Association of Realtors, you can use your NERDS number.
Okay. I'll use my
don't know your
NAS number, right?
Yeah, your NRDS number.
Okay, let me see if I can pull that up. I do have NRDS number. Give me 1 second.
So if you know, you can, matter of fact, it says at the bottom there, you know, if you don't have it, it says if you're not a member of NAR, you can register as a guest.
Okay.
But if you are, this is how you're gonna have to go into the, if you are a member of NAR and you know your NERDS number, that's how
Yeah,
you're gonna register.
Yeah, because I know I have and I have that number. Let me see if I can
Okay,
pull it up.
perfect. So if you have it, you're gonna register that way.
National Association of Realtors. Yes. Yeah, I get emails from them. Let me see if I can pull this up.
Yeah, because I'm not. Let me see. I'm not sure. If
Yes,
there's any
sorry. Okay, I found my NERDS number.
Perfect. So go back to this screen and click on register now.
Okay, let's see if I can find that screen.
And it's going to ask for your NERDS number and your last name.
Okay. Go back to C+. Oh, okay, register now. All right.
Oh, wow. Okay. There's even a way that you can recover your NERDS number if you didn't know it.
Okay. Thank you. It said it's already registered.
Okay, so you are already registered. So then if you're already registered, then you just need to, so when you click register now, it says already registered?
Yes, yes.
Okay, then follow the instructions to log in then.
Okay, if I can remember my password. If I can remember
if you don't know your password, just click forgot password, it'll send it to you and you can log in. Yeah.
Forgot password. Username.
Matter of fact, if you want, you can also share your screen with me if you're having problems.
Okay. Okay, hold up. So my username is supposed to be the NERDS number and my last name?
Yes, that's how you register. That is how you register. But if you said that it told you that you already registered, then click on login. It should tell you the instructions on there.
Okay.
If you're not sure, just share your screen with me, and I'll figure out. I'll that way I can see what you're doing.
Okay. Let's see. Okay. So I should contact member support. So obviously something that's not right. To reset my password, it's saying I should contact member support.
Okay. All right. That's fine. So that's something that you're going to have to do.
Okay.
Let me see. Let's see. I'm trying to see here. When is member support available? The member support is available only Monday to Friday, 8 a.m. to 5 p.m.
To 5 p.m.
So you're gonna have to call them on Monday.
Okay.
But at least you know, because this is part of your MLS. It's free to you. So you need to, that's the way you need to go to be able to get your forms. Okay. Now, however, there's another way you can get your forms in the meantime.
Okay.
You can get it from the Trello board. Can you see my Trello board?
Okay, yeah.
This is a longer process, but you can get your forms here on the Trello board.
Okay.
You can also get your forms inside SkySlope, some of your forms inside SkySlope.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. But while you're in here, the Trello board, I don't use the Trello board, but you can get your forms, all your county forms and everything will be right here. You just need to come here and click on forms, I think. I've never used it. So it's like you come over here if you're looking for, I think they have it in county. So PG County, for example, is right here.
Yeah.
I think where your forms are. And then there you go. So you have the forms here.
Okay.
This is where you do it. But what I will do for you right this second, because I don't use Trello board and you need to get forms, is I'm gonna go back to my zip forms. Can you see my zip form?
Yes.
Okay. I'm gonna get out of here. I'm gonna go to templates.
Okay.
I'm gonna get you the forms that you need because I've already built up,
Okay.
most of the forms. I'm just gonna send it to you as
Okay.
a package, and then what you
Okay.
can do is you can actually take it and put it into SkySlope and separate it so you can
Okay.
have it for signatures, things like that.
Okay.
So I'm gonna use this blank. Yeah, because that's really what you want. So let's go into
Okay.
the blank. And I'm gonna send them to you in batches so it does make sense.
Okay.
So you're going to need, I'm gonna send you the buyer agency agreement. I'm gonna send you the checklist. Actually, the checklist gives you an idea of the forms that you need.
Okay.
So I'll send you the checklist. This,
Okay. So
the
so
first
even though it
batch,
says Montgomery County, it's still the same.
yeah, it's really the same. The form numbers is just going to be different because Montgomery County uses GCAR forms, but if you're doing a deal in anywhere else, you can use it. You can use either GCAR or MAR. It doesn't matter.
Okay. All right.
The other thing is whatever form you're using. If you're using GCAR, use GCAR all the way through. If you're using MAR, use MAR all the way through.
Okay.
But the sales checklist is the same. It's just going to tell you the forms that you need, and it's going to have a
Okay.
corresponding one. When you
Okay.
get to MAR. So I'm also saying the buyer's agency agreement because you
To
need
start with.
that. Um,
Okay.
I'm going to send you. Okay, good. I'm always saying the exclusive right because these are two different forms. They're both the same, but two
Okay.
different. Look at it. Let me show you real quick. So the buyer agency, this is the GCAR. See, this is the GCAR version. And
Okay.
this exclusive one, this is probably the MAR version. Oh no, this is also the GCAR, so I'm only gonna send you one then. I'm gonna find you the MAR version and send you that as well. Young man,
Okay.
I am looking. So you need to send your client this information right here. Protect your family from lead. Oh, that's Spanish. Let me get you the English. You need to give your client that. This is also the bad checklist. Why? Okay, I'm gonna remove that one. I'm gonna say this bad checklist. Okay. You need
Okay.
to do notification, you need that. Understanding, you need that. These are strictly agency forms. So you need these ones. And consent for dual agency, you need that.
Okay.
Notification of dual agency, if one exists, you need that. If it doesn't, not a big deal. But so I'm sending you that. I'm gonna send you this that says for your protection, get a home inspection. You need that. I'm gonna send you this one. I'm gonna send you this version. I'm gonna send you this protect your family from lead. That's the information you need to give your client. And I'm gonna send you this one as well. NAR equal housing. So you need those. Those I'm gonna send that batch to you because actually this batch right here is all. This is all GCAR. But I
Okay.
think I just let me check this exclusive. This might be the MAR. This is the MAR version. So I'm going to
Okay.
include this one. So you choose, if you want to use the MAR, use it. Don't use both. You can
Okay.
either use the MAR, you can use the GCAR for your
Okay.
agency, okay? But I'm going to send you both, so you have both, okay? And I'm going to email that to you right now. So when you get your zip forms established, you just come in here, you select these forms. The way I do it is then once I select all that, I click send. I click email because I've already had it set up, and
Okay.
it's gonna come up with thinking Okay, no, this is my blank. This is for training. So I'm going to send this to you, and
Okay.
I'm going to do Google. I don't think you're in my Google contacts here, but let's try and see. Let's try and see. Oh, there you go. It should come up. It did pop up. So let's see. There you go. Perfect. So I'm going to send it to you right now, but it's going to come to your eXp Realty email though. Is that good? Or you want to?
Yeah, that's fine.
Okay. I can change it if you don't want me to.
No, it's okay. It is still, I think that one still comes to my personal email. It's kind of tied to that.
Okay.
Right.
So I'm going to call the subject title Agency Paperwork.
Okay.
So I call it Agency Paperwork, and boom, I'm going to send that to you, and you're going to get that. So those are the forms that you're going to need.
Okay.
For your agent. Yeah. When you want to get into writing contract and things like that, we're going to go through that. I'll give you the kind of forms you need.
All right.
It'll be best once you have your zip form set up, I can walk you through, I can show you, it might be an hour, 2 hour, 3 hour process, but I will walk you through.
Thank you.
Get a good feel of things. So it takes a little bit of time, but it's going to come to your email. It's circling around. So now you have at least what you need for agency. Now, once this finishes, I'm going to show you real quick what information you put on agency. Those same forms I sent to you, I'm just going to walk through them real quick so that you don't feel left alone when you receive them.
Okay, thank you.
At least I'm just waiting for my computer to quickly swirl around and get us back to where we need to be. Come on. It's taking quite a bit of time. If only I can get my computer to move a little bit faster. I don't know what's going on. I don't know why it's taking forever.
Yeah, while we're waiting for that. Sorry.
Yes. Go on.
Oh no, so while we're waiting for that, somebody called me. I think they're looking for foreclosure. They don't want to pay a lot. They're looking for around 100,000, that range. They're not in a hurry. They want something that they can buy, put tenants in it. If we can manage the tenants for them until they return. They're in Iowa right now. They're going to be there for a few years. So yeah, so I don't know, and that's different from this other person. Yeah.
It's easy.
I just put it on my Facebook 2 days ago, and I'm getting a call. So she's
okay. Let me run and let me show you how to do that real quick, and we're going to come back to this.
Okay.
So again, it's the same thing we just did in your MLS. Can you see my MLS screen?
Yes.
Okay. So it's the same thing. So you come back here again.
Okay.
What part of where do they want to look for? Do they tell a certain city? What they tell you?
The one that I said they're looking for, like foreclosure, short sale. Yeah, they're this area, Landover, Bowie, Upper Marlboro. Anyway, they're not picky.
So, best thing to do in situations like that, come over here to the MLS, go to the county, and put in there Prince George's.
Okay.
So type in Prince George's County. Okay.
Okay.
Since they're not picky, maybe pick Anne Arundel County.
Okay.
Maybe pick Howard County.
Okay.
And maybe pick Baltimore if they're willing to go as far as Baltimore.
Okay.
Right? They can pick Baltimore City and Baltimore County, right?
Okay.
So once you do that,
then
the next thing you do again, if you can leave the bedrooms blank if you want to, you can leave it blank. You can click on Fee Simple. Condominium. Okay. Just those two. You can leave all the stuff. Then you come down to sale type. Do I say sale type? The sale type?
Yeah. Okay.
So you click on foreclosure.
In foreclosure. Okay.
Foreclosure.
Okay.
Click on real estate.
Okay.
If they're looking for things in market, that you click on, but that's what you find. Even if you want probate history,
okay.
That's where you're going to find you know, the deep cuts. You can even pick on hard owned.
Okay. Yeah.
Also bankruptcy.
Okay.
If they're willing to do auction, click on auction.
Bankruptcy. Yeah.
Yeah, those will be the only
Okay.
things I'll pick. And look, so far you have 165,000.
Wow. Okay.
Now, you can, if you want to, you can put the price on there to even narrow it. If you think they want a deep, you can go. I'll go from 10,000, 10, 120.
Okay.
When you do that, now you got 35 searches available. So you can go results.
Wow.
And this is the information. You've got 2 pages. Big so I can have everything in 1 page. Select all of that.
Wow, that's a lot that came up. Yeah.
So if you want, you're all over the place. Then Baltimore, Anne Arundel, East Georgia, one inside. So you have a lot all over the place.
Okay.
So I can make. You want me to put it in a cart and send it to you?
Okay.
You want me to just email it to you? Or you want me to put it in a cart and send to you?
You can put it either way, whichever one you know is going to be easier for me to. Yeah, either way is fine.
So I can just, you know, the client's name, boom, we come right here again.
Yeah, it's Adedokun. Yeah.
Well, if I send it to them, it's going to be coming from me, and they're going to be contacting me.
Oh, okay. Okay, you can email it to me because he kind of wants somebody he knows. Yeah.
So, yeah, okay. That's the idea. So that's why I don't want it to come from me. Because,
okay, that's fine. Yeah.
I don't do that much of stuff like that. So I'm going to add it to the same cart that I already made for you. And I'm going to email it to you. Okay. I'm just going to send it to you. So you're going to get it. Then you can use the same thing that we just went through right now to just go ahead and set it up for your client. And that's what you need to do. So I'm just going to put on there discount property.
Okay.
Is that good? Discounted properties, or you want me to? What do you want me to call it?
Yeah, that's fine. That's fine. Yeah, I don't know what that is. Yeah.
So you do that, and I'll send it to you. Boom. It shows me that approval 35. Boom, come to you. You're gonna get it. That's it.
So when you do the approval, right? What does that do? Does it just highlight all of them, or?
So what I do is when I get over here, right up here is where if I select up here, it's going to highlight everything. But if I don't do that, because I sent it in, for example, classic example is this. Anytime, because I set up as a concierge, this is what happens. I'll get the information, it's going to alert me. See right here?
Yeah.
Since I've got 5 emails, 5 listings. So this is where I come. So I pick on that client and I look through to make sure that, okay, this meets what I was going to send to them. Then I just click approve. When you click approve, he approves and it just sends it to them.
Oh,
so the same thing. Yeah. So if he's going to give, if it's more than one, it's going to say, do I want to approve all? And I click approve. He just picks every single thing. I light it, boom, and he emails them to you.
Okay.
Emails it.
So it's in that email section that you click on the approval, right? In your first emails, that's where you set that up.
Yes. In my first email, I set everything up for this to happen. And when this happens and I get it, all I need to do is I'm just going to go on there, open it up, and I click approve this. If it was more than one, it's going to say, instead of saying approve this, it's going to say approve all.
Okay.
And then I just approve it. If I don't want to send this to the client because I don't think they'll like it, I just click on it or click on which one I don't like, and I click on reject.
Reject. Okay. All right.
If I do reject, that client is not going to get that house.
Okay.
Okay. So that's how you do it. Okay.
Okay.
Now, let's go back to the forms.
Okay.
So on the buyer agency agreement,
Okay.
if you're using the G card, if you're using the G card buyer agency agreement, this is where you fill out the information. But there is an easier way. Instead of you having to be typing all day, I'm going to show you the easiest way for you to fill up most of the information so that you don't have to keep typing all the time.
Okay.
Let's go back. The easiest way, if I have, I did not put one in here, but this is what you do. So, you write on this corner where it says all forms.
Where is, okay, all forms? Yes, yes.
So I click on that.
Okay.
I'm going to call, then I'm going to type in cover. When I type in cover,
Thank you so much for, I really appreciate it.
when I type in
President Biden
it's going to give me a cover sheet. So I'm going to take this one, this cover sheet for MER Realtors. I'm going to select that and add it.
Okay, so cover sheet, okay.
Yes. So you just want to add your cover sheet. This is the reason why. Because when you open the cover sheet, right?
Yeah.
You can type all the information in your once, and it's going to transfer to the document.
Okay.
That's the way. That's the easiest way to do it. So to give you another thing you could do. Well, let's just take it. I'm going to type in the information. So test.
Okay.
Just because I want to show you something. Well, whatever information I have the phone number and the email address. Type in that. Type in that information. If it's two people, second person's information in there. I put their email address in there. I put their phone number in there. Okay. Once I do that, because this is an agency information, I don't need anything else.
Yes.
Okay. I don't need anything else. However, because I'm the agent, though, I want to make sure I have my information there. I'm the selling.
Of course. Of course.
Buyer. So I want to put my information in. So I'm going to go here. I'm going to take eXp Realty. You know, I can put my address in there. I put my city in there. I put my email, my state. I put my zip code. I put my office information. I put Lisa Lowe's information in there. Selling broker is Lisa Lowe. So I put Lisa Lowe in there. And I put the email address for the office, mp.broker@exprealty.net. Selling agent is me. I'm going to put my all your stuff in here.
We are trying to think creatively, and we're pulling together a task force that looks at building a resilient economy so that no worker is left behind in access to good-paying union jobs.
I put my numbers here.
From this point forward. This is not a
this is all you need. You put all of this there. You're done.
Okay. Okay. So your ID number, is that your MLS number or just your regular ID number that you put there?
My selling agent ID number is the Bright MLS number.
Yes. Okay. That's what I thought. So, because I have two. I have the one for DC and the one for Maryland.
If you're doing a DC deal, you put the DC number in there.
The DC one and then Maryland, you put the Maryland. Okay.
You want, or if you prefer, you can put both of them. It doesn't matter. Like I could go over here and
Okay.
So I can leave both my DC and my Maryland in there. So
Okay.
that's what that is.
Okay.
Once you fill this out, right? Because there's no property yet. It's just this information. Yeah. Once you do that, then you click on save.
Okay.
Once you save that information, once it's all saved, it's saved at the top, then I can get out of here. So now that same information, now I want to send them the agency agreement, right? Just to show you again what it looks like. So I come over here, click on exclusive agency, right? The
Okay.
moment I do that, all the information is on there. So I don't have to type now.
Yeah.
So I've got the client's information on there because I filled it out. That's the easiest
Okay.
way. So all I need to do now is just the date, you know, buy authorization. What are they trying to, they say I'm going to help them to find a single family home. So I can put single family, you know, home or condo or whatever it is, you know, I put that on there. I put the, you know, when is my, if we're doing a 3-month, you know, agency agreement.
So is 3 months you typical or 6 months?
I do a year. I do a year.
Huh?
All of my
A year?
agency agreements are usually 1 year, and clients
Okay.
don't argue with me, but some agents have a
Okay.
problem with it. I don't have any issues with clients, you know, doing that. So
Okay.
typically a year. If they ask why, I'll explain to them, but you know, we're not going to be married for the next year. I can guarantee you that, but you never know. If something happens, you know, and we need to redo this, I don't want to keep redoing this or getting an extension all the time. Let's get it out of the way. Trust me, any way to find your house, let's do it.
Okay.
Then over here, it asks you, what are your terms of termination? I always put on there, written agreement by either party.
Okay.
And that's it. By either, I can't type, sorry, by either party. So that's it on that. Then I come at compensation. Compensation, this is what is standard on what I write. And this is a contract class. We can have that conversation another time, but if you have the time to, we can do it right now. So I always put on there, you know, 3% or 2.5%. I don't know, I put 2.5%.
Okay.
Minimum. I don't know if that's correct. Or
Okay.
as stated in the MLS laws, this is what is on my contract, all my contract, 595 transaction fee.
Okay, so the transaction fee that goes to you or to the company, to ESP?
It goes to you. That's
okay.
That's your money.
Okay.
Whatever
so
you,
who pays the buyer?
Let me hold on. Let me get technical. Let's get technical. Let's clarify that. That goes, every single money that you get, that you put on there, goes to EXP because you're working on behalf of your broker. So everything goes to your broker, but it comes to you because, of course, you know, because none of us as agents work for ourselves. We work for a broker and we get paid through and by the broker. So everything goes to your broker.
Okay.
But it's your decision if you don't want to charge anything, or if you want to charge something, whatever you want to charge, you state it. This is the key thing though. Whatever you're charging as a transaction fee must be on all of your contracts. So, however, if you have a client and that says, no, I'm not going to pay no transaction fee, you can waive it, but it must be on there. So to waive it, you can cross it out. You can cross it out, but it must be on there. It must show. But you can cross it out and initial it and then initial it. The reason why it must be there is whatever you apply to one person must be applied all across the board. Because if you get audited or anything goes, that's the reason. So no one can say you're discriminating against them, you know.
Okay.
That's the reason why it's plainly stated on all your paperwork. And if the client says, I don't want to pay you a transaction fee, just cross it out, initial it, they initial it. Okay. The way I used to do all of my stuff, I don't even put this 2.5 minimum on there. I used to just do all of mine as stated in the MLS plus 595 transaction fee. That's the way I do it.
Okay, so
but the reason why you're doing 2.5 minimum is if that's what you want to be paid minimum, you know, and you know, if you have a client, they might, you know, if you have a deal that is going to go and pay you 1%, you already told them, yeah, negotiate that with your buyer if your buyer is willing to pay that other part.
Okay.
Yeah,
So, but some buyers might say no, right?
Yeah, I don't. Yeah, I mean, I don't even. I've never had that issue because typically the way that's the reason why I just put on there as stated in the MLS, because I don't want to argue with the client and make the client feel like, oh, so if they're not going to pay you 2.5 and they're only paying you 1%, I have to come up with 1.5. You know, I don't deal with all that, so I don't even put that 2.5 minimum. You know, whatever is online on a deal that they want to buy is what I'm going to charge them. You know, that's me. So if the client picks a property and the person says they're only going to pay me 1%, you know, I'll show them the property and that's what I get paid. Now, if it's in a situation that, you know, it's a feasible or something, for example, and the feasible is not going to pay, or someone saying they're not going to pay, well, I'm letting the client know up front. That's why I said, you know, protect yourself. So what if you're in a situation where the listing says, who knows, it could happen. What if the listing says that the seller is not going to pay you anything at all? Huh. What if in the listing it says that seller is not going to pay, buyer has to pay? That's the reason why that's important to put on there and say 2.5%, you know, 2.5% minimum is what I'm going to be paying you that I want to charge, or I state it in the MLS. That's why you have to state that in there. Yeah. Could you hold on one quick second, please?
Okay.
So that's the idea of what you want to what you want to do as far as that goes. Okay. Now on the part, so moving on to the next one that says, so the next one over for a period of I do 30 days. Some agents will do 7 days, you know, whatever the case. I do 30 days. Then in the event, the same thing I put up there, 2.5%. Yeah. Same thing I'm going to put down. So I'm going to copy that. It's the same thing that goes here. So that's that. Then we go all the way down here. On the addenda, I'm going to include consent for dual agency and notification, because this is addendas that I include. If there's any other addenda, I make sure I write it down there, like, you know, get a home inspection or whatever, you know, stuff like that. You know, because those are the things that I send to the client. Because again, don't forget, this is agency agreement. So I put all that there. Back here, I will make sure my name is on there. And that's done for that. Okay. Then again, you come here and you save it. It saves, it comes out. So now at least you have an idea of what the forms will look like. Yeah. So you know exactly what the forms are going to look like. Okay. Right? The truth was for you to go from all those things out. So that's what you got to do. All the forms that I just sent to you, they're all right here. As you can see, I go to
So her effort group needed more than one understanding with the help of the community. Here's what she told me when I asked how we can help.
You represent the buyers. So, sorry.
And we work with Montgomery Housing Partnership. And they're local on Facebook. You can find us there. And do this in your own communities. Do this at home. It's called calling it up with kind of what that means.
It's not still
done. And whatever their name is, just put it on there, done. And again, you come back here, you click on save, it saves the information and you get out of it. So once you have all of this, now you can, you know, what I sent to you was blank, right? But in this case, you filled everything out, then you can do the same thing. Go back and now select those forms like we did earlier on. Just select them and then you email them to I email them to myself. That's what I do. Okay. So I'll email that packet to myself, or I'll email it straight to SkySlope if I already have a transaction set up. Then it goes into SkySlope. Then I open SkySlope up, and then I start, assigning signatures, and then send it to a client to sign. Okay. So you want to see what it looks like in SkySlope? Do you want to? Do you want to see what it looks like, or you got it? Do you want to see what it looks like?
Oh, sorry, I'm speaking. I keep hitting the mute because of the noise here. So sorry. Yeah, yes, I do want to see what it looks like. And I was saying, if you could send me the one you just filled out so I can use that as sample, that's fine too. Yeah.
Okay. So the one, okay, I only fully filled one out, which was this one, and
yeah, and I think the cover or something.
The cover sheet, you don't need it, but I'll send it to you if you want.
Okay.
Because your cover sheet, but you don't need it, but I'll send it to you so you can have a sample.
Yeah, just so I have something, like a sample, yeah.
Okay, all right, in that case, let me quickly go through all the other ones and assign them.
Okay.
So you see right here, the information is already on there, so you just select that, save it, let's get out of it. So I'll send you all the sample forms so you can see it.
Thank you.
Things already filled out. And what else? Notification, there's nothing to fill out on that. Consent for dual agency, let's get that one out to you as well. So your firm name is here, EXP Realty, and the buyer. Then you click on that, and you click on that, the information comes up, then you save that. So that's it. So now let's take those. I'm gonna take the generic buy agency. Well, we didn't fill that one out, so we didn't assign anything because this is the GCAR one. Well, actually, let's do a sample for you. It's a GCAR one.
Okay.
So you get, at least you get both. So commission, because the wording is different. So on this one, just say, you click that and you have to put on there, GCAR is totally different. So you have to put on there 2.5. Unfortunately, with GCAR, GCAR is just, he's not going to let you do anything like that. So you have to put in there just 2.5 because that's the minimum, right?
Yeah.
GCAR does not allow you to do any of this. And commission of advance fee, if you're not charging anything, you don't put anything there. But if you are, you put it on there. And if you purchase within 30 days after you show them, you owe the commission. Your term, you have to have an expiration date. Since this term commences when signed and expires then 59 on, so you have to put the date on there. So
yeah,
again,
like the year after that. Okay.
Yeah, if you're doing a year, you just go 2022 and you put it on there, boom, done. That's the way GCAR is. And you say, okay, Maryland, if it's the Maryland deal, and you say agreement may be terminated, by delivering in 7 days or 30 days, you put on there. And this is a Maryland deal, so you click consent and notification. If there's any additional provisions, you put it on there as well. And your broker phone number needs to be there. This is your office number, not your cell phone.
Okay.
I'm going to do that, and then you save it, and same thing. So now we've gotten all the forms that we pre-filled. So you see the differences in the agency agreements. I'm going to send you this one.
Okay.
I'm going to send you. Send you. Which one? Understanding, yeah, because we did that. We did that. I'm gonna send you that. I'm gonna send you I hope. I'm not even sure. Filled out. Let's see if this is the right. Okay, so that's the wrong one. So let me make sure this is the one that I filled out. Understanding. Well, I have to fill it in. I believe that's the one. Yep, that's the one. So I'm gonna send you that. I'm gonna send you this understanding. I'm gonna send you the consent. I'm gonna send you the no escrow. We didn't fill that out. Understanding. Boom, boom, boom. Exclusive right. Okay. No, I don't want to say it because nothing. So okay, and that. So and then the cover sheet that you wanted. So I'm going to send you all of that. So I've clicked on that. Then we're going to click on send. We're going to click email. I'm going to send it to you as well as I'm going to send it into a deal. So because I want to show it to you. So let me send it to you. It says Stella. Going to use Stella OB1 at Hotmail, right? Is that what it is? So I'm just gonna send it here and I'm gonna delete it out of here, but I just wanna send it here for now because I wanna show you what it looks like. Oh man, kick me out, okay. Perfect, so I'm gonna copy the email address for a deal that I have in SkySlope. Then I'm gonna come back here. So I'm hoping I got your email address correct, right?
It is correct.
Okay, so I'm just gonna call the title, I'm going, okay, sample paperwork. Sample document. Okay, so once I do that, then I click send.
Okay.
And we're gonna go through the same thing again. It's gonna send it to you and it's gonna send it to the deal
Okay.
that I already have in inside SkySlope. So we're gonna give it a minute to do its thing. Then I'm gonna show you what it looks like in SkySlope, and then I know you've got to go. So, but this, I think we've learned a few things. It's gonna.
So you said I can pull them into SkySlope, right? Basically, just upload them in there, right?
Yes. So no, you don't even need to do it. That's what I just showed you. So let's go back again.
Okay.
Let's go back again. Let me show it to you again. So what I did, I sent it to you. This is your email address. So typically, I'll send it to myself. This will be my email address at the top. Okay. Or I don't leave it myself at all, but I can do that. So I sent it to myself, or I can just go on. See, it told me it successfully sent it. So what it does is, on that email, on the email address, you put the SkySlope transaction email address on there.
Okay, so I have the SkySlope transaction email address too, right?
Anytime you create a deal, you do. So I'm skipping a step here just to show you, to give you an idea. Okay. This is the deal that is created in SkySlope.
Okay.
Anytime you create a deal in SkySlope, you have an email address. Maybe the best thing to do is just create a deal real quick. So you can. So this is SkySlope. You go to create a transaction.
Okay.
You start with the address of the property. 8821. So boom, this address came up. Let's say that's the address of the property.
Okay.
So now you a deal. Okay. I don't have an MLS, but I'll just pick one. Just to show you.
Okay.
I'm gonna put a price on there just to show you. This is how you create a deal. Okay. So just going through, just to be able to, create something. So you can see how the deal is created. I go Maryland. You tell me what kind of sale, the Prince George's County deal. So I click Prince George's. Then what year is the property built? I click the year. I make sure I know the year, and I click that. Who do I represent? I'm representing the buyer. So I click that.
Okay.
So I haven't filled all those things out. It's going to ask me what's the closing date. I'll pick whatever the closing date is, and I go next. This is how you're creating a deal in SkySlope. I'm not going to go any further so we don't waste too much time. But look, as soon as I
just
move
created
further,
an email. Yeah.
and it just gives me an email for that deal. So all I need to do is copy this email address. And once I copy that email address, I can come into my zip forms and I can say, I want to send those documents, and I click send, and it goes to email. Yeah. Then I can click the email. Typically, you're not saying to anybody, so you click yourself. Yourself is always going to be there because it's your file. So I click myself, right? And I click done. Then when it gets over here, all I need to do is I can remove my own email if I don't want to get duplicate. I can remove my email and then paste the email address to SkySlope for that deal. That deal we just created, that's the email address right there.
Okay, it creates, yeah. Okay.
Yeah, if I do that, and I can just give it a subject title. I say contract package, for example. I say, because if you don't put a title on there, it's not going to send.
Okay.
Do that, I can now click send, and it's going to send the information. So skipping ahead, because this is not a transaction, I'm abandoning that transaction. I'm going to kill it. But the packet that we just sent before, right? So you go to documents and look what I just sent, which I sent to you as well.
Oh, wow. That is awesome.
So everything is right here.
They make it so easy.
Yes. So that's all you gotta do. Just go in there and you see everything you sent already.
Okay. Wow.
The document is right there. So take it one step further. Let's say now you want to send this to your buyer to sign. Just click that same information as you just click that box.
Okay. And that's all those forms, right?
Sorry?
I said, is that all the forms or those are different forms?
The forms that I just sent, this is the forms right here.
That's it right there. Okay.
Yeah, just this one right here. All these other ones, they're garbage. This has nothing to do. Yeah. So none of these ones are just images. So I'm going to delete all those. Click on trash, and those will go away. This is the forms that I just sent in from Zip Forms.
Okay.
So I check this box. I go over here where it says DigiSign. I click on that. Then it's gonna come up and it's gonna ask me. This is the form. I know that's the form because I know what I just sent. If I need additional forms, I can always get them and bring them on. Let's say I want this on the form. I click that, it's gonna put that form right there. See that?
Okay.
If I want any form and I forgot, I can always come here and it's going to bring it. See that?
Okay, so you move it this way. Okay.
Yeah, all you do is, all you gotta do is just click the box, check the box. Once you check the box, it moves it to where the document. Then you click on next. When you click on next, you're gonna give me the box. So I'm gonna select myself.
Okay.
And then you select any other person. None of these people are people that you want. you can click on new recipient. And you can put their name on there. So for example, like, I'm gonna put their name on there.
It won't raise blood pressure the way that Advil, Aleve, or Motrin sometimes.
Name on there, right? And I'm gonna say the Stella, so let's
Yeah.
because I
Okay.
want and then I'm gonna say who's Stella? I'm going to be the buyer. I'm gonna call you the buyer. So I'm gonna click the purchase and you just say. So now I'm here. So I click it. Go ahead this is where I want you to sign. So I'm going to click signature. I'm going to click over here. But I'm not the one signing because I'm not the seller. Stella is the seller. So I open this up and I click Stella to sign. I'm going to click date sign. I'm going to put the date right now. I'm going to go to the next paperwork. Oh, right here. I want the seller to sign. I'm sorry, the buyer. Need you to sign right here. Okay. Because I have two buyers, I would have selected the second person, then I would have signed that. Then I'm going to say over here as well because I need to sign. So I'm going to click on that. I'm going to change that to myself. I'm going to change that. You following?
Yes.
So it's the same idea. Just the same concept. So anything you need to sign, you just go through it.
Can you turn it down?
Let's say, for example, I want to write something, for example, that I forgot to write. I click on there, writable, and I can click on this place. I want to put something in there. I put myself as the one. I can move this box around. I can extend it. I can make it short. And I put it on there. Then, because I can say, oh, by the way, you can type in there, by the way, check this out. It doesn't matter, whatever you want to write in there.
Yeah.
Because it's important. So that's how if you want to write something. If you want to do a check mark,
okay.
I want you to, boom, you click on check mark and you click that.
Oh, wow.
Okay. So, let's say, for example, you need me to initial next to something, right? Let's say I want to tell you, let me go find something that has an initial. Let's go down here. Oh, perfect. So this signature, I'm just going to do it again. Signature, I'm going to change it to Stella is the one signing. So let's make sure we have Stella signing. Date, put it on there. That's how you do it. So I'm going to skip a bunch of stuff. Let me just find you one. Now you can initial, checkbox. So I click over here. This is not checked. I can come over here and I'll put the checkbox right there. Okay, I change it to me and I put checkbox. That's how you see that?
Makes sense. They make it easy.
If I need you to initial right here, I click on initial and I click right over here and I assign you to it. I change that box size. If I need two people to initial there, I put the second person. I say I want you to initial there and I want the checkbox. I put it right there, boom, and I check it, boom, done. Once all of that is done, right? We skip things, but that's at least you get the idea. Then I send it.
Wow. So like you put those initials there, right? So one person said he's not going to initial, it's just one person. How do they delete that initial, or you have to delete it? Let's say you ask them to check something. Yeah.
No. You don't ever ask anybody to check mark anything. You check mark it. Because if you get them to check mark it, it's going to send it to you. Then you have to, initially and sign off on it.
And review and everything.
Anything that needs to be filled out, you fill it out. Anything that has to be checked, you check. But then, if they need to initial it, you assign the initial next to them for their name. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So if I need this client to, initial right here, all I'm going to do is I'm going to take the initial and I'm going to put the initial box there and I assign them to it. So when they open this, they will be the only one that has to initial that, and nobody else can, because I've assigned it to them. And until they complete that process, it's not going to complete, it's not going to be finished. It's going to tell them they're missing something. Okay?
Okay.
So once all that is done, I click send. I can type a message in there, please review and sign.
Okay.
I said, please review and sign. So now they get their information. I send it out for signatures. I did this on purpose because you're going to get this. So you, the agent, right? Well, never mind. I'm the agent in this case, you the buyer, but this is what you're doing, okay? So now I click sign now because I'm the agent, I'm sending you the information. So it's going to tell me, do I want to sign now? I said yes. It's going to ask me to adopt a signature that I want. Whatever signature that I want, I click agree. Then it's going to tell me to start. And once I click start, it's going to take me straight to where it's assigned to me. Let's say I want to change something over here. It takes me that I can continue or I can start all over again.
Okay.
Check this out. This is so cool. So you can, type in more, you can remove stuff, whatever. You can delete it and you can type. You got it?
Yeah.
Once I do that, I click on next. It takes me right to where is next, which is this place. I don't want to remove that, so I click it, right? If I miss it, it's going to bring me back to it. It's not going to let me go. Next, I sign. It goes to the next place. So I don't have to do anything. It takes me to the next place. It's already checked mark, next place. It's already checked mark, next place. It takes me right to that one. I've got to initial, boom. So I click that. Then it tells me it's done, submit. If I miss anything, it's not going to come to this point. If I miss anything, it's going to keep going. Then I submit it. Now that I've submitted it, guess what's going to happen? You're going to get this same document. This same document is in your folder now, in your email.
Oh, wow.
Now, you just have to open it and do the same thing that I just did. So,
yes,
I'm the agent. I just finished that. I'm going to text you or call and say, hey, Stella, this is Jimmy. I just want to let you know, I already emailed you the documents. Just review it and sign it. It's in your inbox. And the same thing that I just did now is what you do. You open it up, you adopt a signature, and you go through and you sign. It's going to take you right to every single location of where you need to sign. And once you finish signing it, I'm going to get it. It's going to alert me, that yes, done. You signed. That's it. Now, while you're even in SkySlope, one last thing to show you. See on my screen right here, you see drafts, sent, completed, and templates. If I click on sent, this is what I just sent you. It's telling me waiting to sign. So I know that you haven't signed yet. I'm gonna know once you sign. Once you sign, everything will be on the completed side. Okay. But I can always go to send and I'm waiting. So I can call you back or text and say, Stella, I'm still waiting for you to sign that document that I sent to you.
Okay.
And once you sign it, it's going to move it straight to completed. It's going to be in the folder, and that's it.
Oh, wow. Yeah. Okay. So like if this was a contract and the client just signed it, it comes to you. So you can forward it from here to the seller's agent too, right?
Correct. So once you sign what I sent to you, it's going to tell me it's completed. Then I go into that folder. Then I'll send it to a listing agent. If I need to send a copy to the lender, I'll send it to them. Anybody that needs to get a copy, I can send to them. Yes.
Okay. All right. Thank you.
questions?
Huh? Oh, okay.
Any other questions?
No,
Do
this
you
is
have any
very,
other?
this is interesting. Thank you. I know there's still a
Okay.
lot for me to learn, but yeah.
No problem. But that's part of what we do. That's why we do what we do. So what I'm going to do is, because this is recorded, it's going to download, and I'm
Okay.
going to send you the link.
Oh, thank you.
I'm going to send you the link. I will also post the link on my YouTube channel. So if you want to go, if you, for any reason, you cannot open the link that I sent to you, once it's done, you can always look at it on my YouTube channel. But because it's like an hour, 20 minutes, it's going to take a while. So you might not get this until tomorrow.
That's
but
fine.
As soon as it's download, I'll send it to you.
Okay. All right.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So like your YouTube channel, that's just for your real estate, right?
Yes, my YouTube channel is just my real estate. I share it with my mentees or anybody else that is EXP or, that wants to go there. It's, it's free, it's open. You can just click on it. And I mean, I'm not famous. Nobody really knows me. So I don't have that many people to go look at it. But yeah, the information is going to be on there for you to click and watch anytime you want to.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
All right.
All right.
Okay.
Yeah, that's good.
Well, we can end the process now. It's up to you.
Okay. Wow,
So,
thank you.
You're welcome.
Yeah, I feel educated. Yeah, that's why I feel educated. Thank you. Yeah. Yeah, I knew a little bit, but definitely not this much. So
no problem. Hey, like I said, I'll teach you. I'll do my best to make sure that you're up and running. And if you have questions, just if I can talk to you on the phone, text me. Or text me a question, whatever the case is. I'll text you back. I'll call you if we're able to do that. Whatever you need. You have a question on something, on contract, I do all that. And like I said, very soon, when you have the time, just let me know. We can schedule a time that we can do role plays that can do show you ways of doing a buyer presentation. There are links, there are tons of links on YouTube that you can see different kind of buyer presentations or listing presentations. But take advantage of anytime we have the time. If you want to do a quick role play, I'm here for you to do a role play, whatever needs to happen.
Thank you. Thank you. Yeah, because I know at some point I'm going to have to do a listing. So yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Because all the transactions I've done is buying. So the few that I've done.